Hey everyone, it's Mallo, your host of Identico After Dark and the creative director here for Identico. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you in part by Gamers Heaven and their newest location just north of Seattle, Washington. There, in a family-friendly and welcoming environment, you can play tabletop or video games, read manga, or just relax with friends and sample some amazing drinks from their boba tea bar. If you want to learn more, log on to gamersheavenseattle.com to see hours and location. Now let's get on with the show.
Hello, fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here once again for Chaos Inc. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am once again your GM, Alex the Humanoid, and tonight you finally get to see, if you've only watched Chaos Inc., the man, the myth, the legend. I am joined by my co-creator of Identico, Mallo, who is playing Felix tonight. Once again, Mallo, what's up, buddy?
Bang, bang! Hello, everyone.
I don't know why I did that sound effect.
The crowd grows mildly excited.
You know what?
You can tell they're really excited in this area, Cotton.
With that, we're moving on to Kaylee, because Kaylee is telling everyone how excited they are. Kaylee, who plays Ch0wn, thank you for joining us. Kaylee, what's up?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
We'll see about that.
What is
We'll
this,
see
a
about
center
that.
for ants?
Ominous.
Ominous. And with Ominous, we'll move on to Caleb playing Zed Lane.
I've already brought the chaos today. I don't think I'm going to survive this game.
The
because
pre-show-
this new space.
The pre-show I recorded. I'm
Did
just
you?
letting you out there. Yeah, it's there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well,
I got
it's
parts of it at least.
before,
Blooper
Yeah.
reel. Yep.
because it was a tragedy.
Yeah.
But it's working now, and that's all that really matters.
For now.
And finally, last but certainly not least, it is Michael playing Maxi.
You can't hurt me if you're dead.
Dang. This
Wow.
is getting ominous.
Look,
isn't it?
I brought all the murder dice D20s just because Michael said we had to start shooting fools. So I am ready.
Steph
Here
takes one night off and
Yeah.
everything goes to hell.
I actually,
Yeah.
if Steph's, I have to. I don't know if Steph's gonna actually make it in the chat or not tonight, but I want to know if she's checking in on her team here because
I will
she
say
might be
this.
surprised by us.
You know, in our defense, we do have a primary residence, so we are not murder hobos.
In spite of the fact that you've been back to that residence in like 5 episodes.
I'm
This is
just
episode
saying.
17. I'm not sure you've been there since episode 12.
We're on
So-
vacation.
We do have a primary residence, so I mean, I think that takes away the hobo.
This is our summer house, okay?
We're
Soon to be.
Go with it.
we're professional murderers, but not professional murderers.
We're
With that
professional
being
at something.
said, let's cover what happened last time. First, Maxi and Ch0wn got a ride back from the Spicy Club and met up with,
I don't remember any of this.
with Zed and Apex. And the reason they don't remember any of this is because they were full on hammered. And we had a lovely 20-minute interlude of Zed
Was it
and
only
Apex.
20 minutes?
I don't know
Lies,
exactly
lies.
how long it was. It was probably like 40 of them trying to get Ch0wn and Maxi settled down. Ch0wn insisting that they had won the bet with Apex because Apex couldn't remember what the bet was. But between the two groups, they managed to get a whole lot of information. So once Maxi and Ch0wn came out of their drunken stupor, and Maxi imbibed peanut butter toasted sandwiches with salami because the salt and protein.
It's good, y'all.
The more you know. They determined that this is what's going on. It would appear that most of the major megacorps around the area are starting to choose sides in a war that hasn't really been declared, and it's not clear what sides they're choosing right now. Furthermore, they learned that the Fixers are starting to go after the Fixers, which is concerning to everyone involved because that used to be basically against the rules. And last off, they learned that there is a reasonably sized bounty on their heads that is being funneled through a series of cutouts and they had isolated what looked like the final cutout, which was a fixer named Connell Myers down in the Santa Cruz area. And that is where we will begin today's show with Zed's phone ringing.
Do I see the number or who's
No.
calling me?
It's blocked.
Are we still sitting in?
You're still at the Fairmont.
Okay, we're still in the conference room, not our conference room, our
The hotel.
our
Yeah.
suite dining room kind of thing.
Yep.
What's Zed's default ringtone? Like, if you don't know the caller, what's the ringtone?
Funky Cold Medina.
Nice. Nice.
Like an
Nice.
industrial version?
No, MIDI.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, classic.
Even
Yeah.
better, even better.
Yeah.
Chiptune.
We're going super retro.
Yes, it's trendy. It's trendy. So I'm gonna hold my glow up and to the room. Hey, that's probably not good, right?
Any drunk monkey can do that. Can I trace the drunk monkey?
Give me a networks check.
You got it.
I have not pushed the answer button yet.
That is a relatively average roll to start the night. That's a 35.
No. Whoever's blocking this, whoever set up this
Okay.
this carriage is good. Really good.
I
They
just
have a
look at
solid-
Zed and I'm like,
Okay, here we go. Whoop. I'll answer and put it on speaker. Hello.
What's going on, fool? And you hear Swan's voice.
Oh, what's up, Swan? How you doing, friend?
Is your girl Apex still there?
Is she?
she's
No.
in the shower. Oh, isn't she?
You
I
don't know?
thought she was. Wait.
I will go look.
No. You do not go look in Apex in the shower.
Stan,
No,
Okay.
I'm not
I
going to
will go
look
look.
in the shower.
please hold.
I will go look.
Stand by.
Ch0wn goes to look for Apex.
When have I ever walked in on any of you in the shower? I believe the answer would be never.
Last night.
Joan, you do not see Apex. Apex's stuff is gone.
snap.
Yeah, I come out checking my glow for messages.
There is a message that you did not notice before.
Guys, Apex is she had a thing, so she's not here right now. And I'm pulling up the message on my glow while fronting to the speakerphone that I have no idea what's going on.
The message says, Lillian contacted me. Seems like something's up. Gonna go to Seattle for a couple of days to see if I can help.
I'll go back to my glow. Thank you for holding. No, Apex has stepped out. Can I help you with something?
I was hoping she hadn't left yet. She went to go see Lillian, didn't she?
I don't know her current location.
You hear a pregnant silence. All right, word, man, word. All right, so here's the deal. He goes, Lillian's up in some shit.
Okay.
He hired some, let's call them strong-headed people.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Okay.
Pull up your news feed. You see that attempted truck hijacking a couple nights ago?
I throw it up on the screen.
So there was an attempted truck hijacking up in the Stack Metro like 2 days ago. You see a picture of a bright pink sedan.
Sure.
He goes, I'm not sure what Lillian's on right now, but it ain't good, brother.
Oh, that was her?
That was her crew.
Oh. Well, that's concerning. Okay. Are you taking steps to help her, or are you telling me I should go check it
Dude,
out?
she after the whole attempted thing, like I haven't seen her in a week. She kind of like left.
Oh. Well,
Last I heard she's sending one of the rovers down to do like rover combat line.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to get a hold of Apex later, see if we can get some idea what's going on, make sure she's okay.
He goes, "What'd you do with that punk Redcap?" You remember I told you? Oh, did you tell him what I told you to tell him?
I did. I said it word for word, and I think he laughed. I don't know his actual location right now, but I think he's singing like a bird.
You handed him over.
Probably.
But he's not working for what's her name anymore.
Unless this thing goes way deeper than we all know. But I'm pretty sure he's off the board right now.
He goes, "That's helpful."
Power vacuum though, so a little bit worried about that. Looking.
Yeah. Well, that's happening all over the place. I got crazy new fixers trying to, make their bones by coming after us.
Yeah. Same thing's happening with us, man.
What you got? Maybe I can help.
Caleb's trying to remember the facts because I don't remember names. Yes. So Connell.
Dang it.
Connell
Myers. That was the name you got.
Connell Myers.
Connell Myers? What's he got to do with you?
There's a lot of zeros on our heads right now, and I think he's involved.
He goes, "Hang on a second." And you hear him like muffled talking to somebody to the side. "Oh, damn. That ain't a very big bounty, but it's, reasonable enough. Probably going to cause you some trouble. You said Connell's is the funds?"
I think he's the distribution point for the funds. It's definitely going back through a couple channels.
He's a poser.
Well, we know where he is. We were going to go pay him a visit.
Yeah, so he's a poser. Daddy was some big shot exec. He decided he wanted to live that thug life.
Oh. Went out, bought all the trendy clothes.
Yep.
What a jerk. Yeah, I had a run in actually with Apex with some of his boys, paid them off, and then we did a little bit of digging, figured out where he was holed up, and we were going to go.
You know what cruise he's using?
Yes, and I give those details because Zed knows, even though I forgot.
The Russians.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and then I second guessed myself. Yeah, I think he's pulling some Russian muscle right now.
He goes, "You might want to pull in a little extra muscle yourself. You gonna go after him?"
I mean, we got eyes on his very, very expensive home, and
Yeah, like
I think
said,
we were.
He's a poser. He's a punk.
I'm looking over to Maxi as we're chit-chatting here because this has been on speakerphone the whole time. Yeah, some extra muscle. What do you think about that, Maxi?
I believe I have someone I could call.
You hear Swan pipe in. He goes, "Maxi, you remember that shit you gave me from the boat?
Yes.
You might want to ask Connell about that too."
That makes my choice of contacts simpler. Thank you.
He might know some shit.
Understood.
He tried to get up in my business when it was all going down a couple years ago.
I believe I am picking up what you are putting down, Swan.
By the way, I appreciate all that information y'all gave me. It's coming in very handy now.
Oh, is it?
I owe you. Plus, you took Redcap off the board, and you told him what I told you to tell him. And you know what? I won't forget that, Zed. I won't forget it.
Hey, I'm pretty good at doing what I'm told. And
Nah, man, like Redcap's a player. You're gutsy, man. Say that to his face. And then I heard little birdie told me Maxi just straight tackled that fool.
Oh, yeah, I was just about to say, bringing him off the board was all Maxi. So.
Simply doing what needed to be done in the moment.
Definitely got done. All right, so.
He goes, you took Quintero's proxy off the board. By accident. Kinda.
No, I did mean to tackle him and incapacitate him. That was no accident.
And then stab his chip out.
If you did
cut
what
his
now?
Chip out. I did not stab his chip out. There is a distinct difference between cutting and stabbing.
I mean,
All
there
right.
was a little stabbing. It was in the back of a moving vehicle.
Look, you took Quintero's proxy off the board, and that's a big play. Is there any other information you could throw me?
Maxi looks back at Zed and just kind of shakes his head no.
I mean, nothing much more than the general shit show that's going on right now.
Listen, he goes, I'm going to be in Seattle a little while longer because I can't get back into British Canada. They'll pick me up at the border.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stay on this side for a little bit. You need anything, you give me a call. And if you can, find your girl Apex before she gets in some shit, because I don't know whose side Lillian's on.
Yeah. All right. Well.
And I know your girl Apex has some affinity for Lillian.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. All right. Well, you stay safe. Watch your back. If we hear anything, we'll let you know. If you hear anything, we'll let us. And we'll see what happens next.
If you get any of that information about the boat off of Connell, I'd appreciate that too.
We'll see what comes down the line.
You hear me, Maxi?
I hear you. You are on speaker. But yes, I also understand what you're saying.
All right. I said that was key. And I appreciate it.
Well, it's we're looking out for each other in this crazy day and age, so it's what we do.
By the way, I'd stay out of Seattle. That place is turning into a fucking war zone. You know, some crazy fools burned down a church.
What? How could you do that? It's a church.
It was a front for Texas intelligence, and they were using a biker gang to hold some journalist.
Oh, well then fuck them. That's fine.
Yeah, nobody likes fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Fuck Texas.
Fuck Texas. All right. Well, I think
He's like, Zed, Maxi, Ch0wn, stay in touch.
we'll do. You too, Swan. Thank you.
And he hangs up.
Ch0wn is on their third redial of Apex's glow.
Apex's glow is turned off. And it looks like she has removed the battery.
Guys, I don't know what she's into, but she's off the board. Her new glow is off. Her backup glow is off. I can't track any of it. All I saw was she was heading... The last tracking point I had was she was heading north. So I've left messages at the 3 drops I know and the 2 that I'm not supposed to know. So she'll get a hold of me if she gets it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously she made a choice, so she's a grown-up.
Yeah.
We can just hope she's safe, and we can take care of what we have to take care of right now.
Yeah.
So, Maxi.
Yes, Zed.
You said you had a friend you could call in for what's about to go down in our neck of the woods.
I have an associate I will reach out to here briefly. In fact, I will do so now.
Okay.
And Maxi pulls up his glow and goes out to a browser. And then the camera sees him sign into what looks to be a very old front-facing web page. Signing into the page, the name of the page is Sewa. And he sends a coded message, alphanumeric coded message to a specific number, and hits send, and then waits for a response.
Boop, 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 boop. Felix, you receive a message.
I look at the message, and I start to kind of nod and nod.
The message comes out in code. The message comes out to busy tonight, wink, wink. And the word wink is spelled out.
All you get back is eggplant emoji and OMW.
Is it an eggplant emoji, or is it let me try that again. Is it an eggplant emoji, or is it an ASCII eggplant?
From Felix, it's probably the ASCII. Yeah. But it's so quick, it's just copy paste from like a file he's already got. Let's be honest.
Of course.
You know? And Felix will jump into his late model with all of his gear and start driving down.
The next message you get is a contact for our current residents.
Oh no, he knows.
Oh.
When you use that, it broadcasts your location.
Got it.
Yeah. Say no more.
Contact has been established. My associate will be here soon.
Cool. So, what is our actual plan? Because I don't want to look like a chump in front of your friends. What are we doing?
Well, I don't think we can do anything except maybe go after Connell. Apex is on our own.
Yeah.
I believe we wouldn't be calling in my associate if we weren't going after Connell.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
Okay.
Come on, Zed, keep up.
Hey, it's been a day.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah. So we have visuals on the house. We know the location of, right?
Yep, it is. Sorry, 1 second. It is 510 West Cliff Drive in Santa Cruz.
Joan, are you able to get any kind of public record floor plan of this building?
I'm sure I can.
Don't shoot me a networks check. You're looking
that
for
should be
the
really
Department
easy.
of Building and Planning in Santa Cruz.
Should be real easy. It might not be. 27.
I mean, it's the Department of Building and Planning. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
20. Yeah, you're good.
Probably would be good also to try to figure out a little bit about who he's hired, what kind of muscle he's got on site. We may have to go down there and do some physical surveillance.
We're going to need to go down there and do physical surveillance.
Thinking along the same lines.
Do we have any drones that we could use?
Not in my pocket, but I'm sure we could get one.
I do not currently have possession of any drones.
I'm going to place a quick order online for just like a commercial grade drone with like a really good camera and a couple other things.
Would you like it delivered to the hotel?
Yes, I would.
All right. It'll take about an hour.
Does a drone bring the drone?
Yes, actually.
It's Inception.
Drone Inception.
Inception.
Drone and a drone and a drone.
Drone to drone.
Okay. You've got a basic floor plan of the building. It's not a huge house, which isn't terribly surprising, given what the density in that area is.
What's the property look like? Sight lines, how far, like, would we have to cover a lot of ground between the street and the house?
No, it sits right on the water. Like right on the water.
Okay.
Like quarter acre plot.
No, not even that much. It's like a 200-foot plot.
Oh wow.
No.
It's
So it's
not
more like a cottage.
No, it's big. It's big-ish.
Okay.
It's very, again, so it's, hang on a second. From the wall, which appears to be concrete, to the water's edge is probably 90 feet.
Okay.
There's a 2-lane road, 1 lane each direction in front of it that goes along the waterfront there. It's not a huge house, but everything here is pretty densely, tightly packed together. Waterfront property is highly sought after, and they build as many luxury homes there as they can. It looks like it's 3 stories, 2 and maybe like a roof. The plan you get, first story's got a dining room, great room, and a kitchen with an office, along with a 2-car garage outside of the entryway. Second floor has 3 bedrooms, 1 rather large master suite, big walk-in closet, a study, another bathroom, 2 more bedrooms there, the laundry. The next thing up has an interior bar that leads out to the rooftop balcony. But yeah, it's 90 feet from the water.
Well, 2 approaches. Does anyone have any strong feelings to, boat or car?
Best to know what the traffic looks like coming in and out. Is there a security system in the home we could access?
Probably not from here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down there to get that.
Once your person comes in, we can take a swing by and take a look get an eyeball on it.
Yeah. Oh. Wait for our guest and then hit the road.
He should not be long.
Felix, you pull up to the front of the Fairmont, San Francisco.
So, Felix is going to take full advantage of the valet outside, because how many times do we get to do this in our world? So he flips a physical key to the valet. That's how old his car is.
The valet looks at it crazy.
He looks at it and he goes, duh, give it a little gas as you do it, otherwise it's not going to move. I won't be long. And he walks into it. Do I know where he is in the Fairmount? I guess I should just call him.
Yeah, he gave you a room number.
Oh, okay, good. So I saunter up to the room.
He's in one of the, so it's the second floor from the top. Top is the full penthouse, and the second floor down has 4 high-end suites, which is where they are staying.
So Felix will saunter up to the door and just give it a knock. Just 3 and then 2.
Moments later, Maxi opens the door. Felix, it is good to see you.
Felix, why don't you just describe it for Ch0wn and Caleb?
Well, I was gonna say, as Maxi opens the door, Felix just saunters into the room in full on. He is wearing a black suit with a white shirt and black tie, with a big black overcoat that is part leather, that just sweeps off to either sides. Immaculate, everything pressed and nice and neat. This is a professional job now, so he has to get in his professional clothes.
I like Maxi.
Actually, the thing about it is he looks over at is Zed and Ch0wn in the room?
Oh yeah.
So he looks over at Zed like it, and he looks back at Maxi and he's like, "You're upgrading these days. I like that. I had some doubts about this one over here," and he points to Ch0wn, "but this one, not too bad. Not gonna lie."
They are very skilled at what they do.
I bet. Where's the short stuff? Long hair, hacker lady chick.
Apex has stepped away on another assignment or mission. We are unsure specifically what the details are. She did leave a note for Ch0wn.
Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
You'll meet her at another time, I am sure.
All right. Sounds good. So, what was so important?
So we are about to commence some surveillance and an assault on a small waterside stucco building currently owned by a gentleman named Connor, I believe.
Connell Myers.
Thank you. Connell Myers. Being short one person, we could use a bit more muscle. And it turns out that Connell may have information pertinent to the mission that you and I went on.
Interesting. And Felix's his manner changes dramatically when he looks at that. And he kind of like squints a little bit at Maxi with that last bit of like, how much did you tell them? How much do we need to have a conversation?
Oh,
But that's
details,
not verbal. That was just that's
got it.
look. That's the look.
Maxi gives you a look in return that would state that it's not a concern.
Okay. So he goes and he like fluffs out his coat as he sits down on the couch that's in the like area, I'm assuming. And he's like, "All right, what do we got? What do we got? What's our point of entry? What's our point of attack?" And as he goes to sit down, he pulls out his bow and like sets it on the table. Otherwise, he's gonna like, have an issue.
I've dropped the maps in your private chat.
So as you can see, there are 3 levels to the home. It is a small plot directly on the water. We were trying to determine what the best approach may be, whether it would be by land or by water, as you arrived.
Well, you know which one I'm fond of after the last one we did. Can we not do both?
I would like to refrain from getting wet if possible.
Fair enough.
Maxi's last experience on a boat was not pleasant. The way it ended.
I mean, Felix knows roughly what happened.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that it doesn't. It's just I'm just pointing it out for the audience.
Yes.
All right, Maxi.
There were problems.
There were many problems that we had, but we got what we came for.
We did indeed.
And thus fulfilled our purpose.
So we are also going to be doing a little bit more recon about security systems, security personnel. That might help us figure out a right approach.
It's possible, but as he's looking over the pictures and stuff like that, he's like, in my experience, I would use a water getaway as like a last resort on the way out. So if we could, we'll come in one way and have a exit another way if need be.
So I guess we should also talk about what our real goal is here. Do we want to just get some information? Do we want to pull him out to interrogate him at a different location? Do we just want to go in, rough him up? Like, what's our actual point here?
We needed information. And
Right.
if we need to snatch him, that's fine. If we can... It depends on their force level. If there's so many people there, we need to hit and take him and then run. That's one thing. If it's lightly defended, maybe we can just do it there.
For those that weren't here for the last episode, Ch0wn's previous suggestion was to yoink him, and Maxi's suggestion was to send a message.
Yeah, that's
There was a whole on discussion about yoinks and yanks.
yoinks and yanks.
And the difference between yoinking and yanking.
and yiffing.
Let's not rehash that discussion.
Oh, but it's so
Felix
move on.
Felix is loving this part of the conversation.
look, at end of the day, we need information. That's most important. That's priority 1.
Yeah, so therefore, ganking him or whatever we're talking about or yiffing him is out of the question.
No, actually, it would be wise to retain whatever information we can from him and then send a message. Again, it may be best for those that are holding or thinking about pursuing the bounty on our heads. It may be good to show them a bit of force to show that perhaps it is not in their best interest to pursue the bounty.
Does Felix know who has the bounty on their heads? Would he have any ability to get to that? Even with his network?
Felix, well, with his network, he could look, but give me an underworld check or a politics check.
Well, that's going to be a 16? Ish.
That wasn't a confident 16 for sure.
Yeah, but I know what I'm rolling against.
16. If it's Russians, it's probably going through 3V. Again, if the information is correct and everybody's picking sides, you're not sure who they're aligning with right now. 3V is a huge corp, like a massive, massive corp.
Like top
have
5?
a lot of, definitely top 15.
10? Top 15.
Top 15. And like planet wide, that's a significant thing. 3V does the plurality, a lion's share of the land development for the corporations around the world. And they have some deep, deep ties to the Russian mob.
Would maybe a friend in high places help us with some information? Zed might know somebody.
If you want to burn the ID points, what is Zed trying to figure out?
Well, I'm willing to brainstorm this with the group of players here. Caleb is not always on the ball. I'm thinking if we could. I'm thinking know someone who either knows who put the bounty on us and why, or someone who is kind of in that chain with Connell that could give us some more information.
Yeah, it's going to be 1,000 ID point burn.
Do it. I got points. I'm going to spend them.
I got points for days.
Okay.
So seriously, I have more points.
Zed, just before you came to work for Omni, there's a name we haven't talked about in like 3 episodes, right? Just
Wait,
before
isn't that who we work for?
nominally.
They're the guys bankrolling us.
One of the guys that are bankrolling us, yes.
Oh,
Fortunately, you just handed them a giant contract from Jackson House, so they're pretty happy with you.
I'm pretty sure I also spent a shit ton of their money last.
Again, it was all labeled as shoes, so.
yeah, that's true.
Just before you came to work with Omni, there was a former intelligence officer that you worked with. He was British intelligence. He's kind of one of those, like, what's the best way to describe him? He's a dandy, but he knows everybody.
Bowler hat?
No.
Actually, a bowler.
That's it.
More
That's
top
Hades' his thing. Yeah, that's copyright Hades 2020-99.
He's a dandy. He knows everybody. His name is Nigel Michelson. But
His name is
he's one of those people that
he talks like
Nigel.
Nigel.
when you knew him, he was one of those people that, like, when you would go places, no matter where you would go, someone would walk up and, Nigel, it's so nice. Like, he just knew somebody everywhere.
Yeah. All right, so we are sitting around the table planning. We've got the blueprints up on the hollow screen, all that kind of jazz. Zed is kind of pacing the room a little bit like he's been doing. And okay, I got an idea here, folks. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to just dial up Nigel.
You hear it ring for a moment, right? It's an international call. Then you hear a cheery voice, slightly raspy. Zed! Hi there, mate. How are you?
Hey, Nigel, how you doing? What time is it where you are?
I don't know.
Did I wake you up is what I'm getting at.
No, I was
Good.
awake. I had a
Good.
lovely, lovely time last night. I just woke up. This lovely couple that I met, just wonderful.
Oh, okay. Could you maybe untangle yourself for a minute so we could have a
no,
private chat?
They left just after coffee.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, hey, I don't know how much you've paid attention to the news or what I might have been doing recently, but
I heard a nasty rumor about you, old mate.
it's probably true. What did you hear?
I heard that you were making deals with the all-seeing eye.
Isn't every deal with the all-seeing eye at the end of the day?
Oh, my friend, it is not. It is not. But I heard that that's who you were making deals with.
Well, sometimes you have to pay the devil his due.
Listen. All I ask is that if I'm ever in a bind, that maybe you help me out.
All you have to do is pick up the phone. You know that.
I'm going to remember that, mate. I'm going
Always.
to remember that.
Always.
What can I do for you today, though?
Well, we are in the middle of a couple different operations at the moment, and we've picked up a bit of some nasty attention. And
I heard that too. Someone told me that when I was in Singapore a few days ago. They told me that old Zed Lane had picked up a bounty on his head, and I said, bollocks, not possible.
And then you looked it up and you saw it was real.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've got some dollars on my head and my friends that I've been with. I believe a gentleman by the name of Connell Myers is to blame right now.
He's a terrible bloke. Terrible. Just the worst sort of fellow.
Yeah, so we're about to pay him a visit and discuss his bad behaviors.
Oh, would you flick him one in the nose for me?
Gladly. What might you be able to tell us about him, his cash flow supply, and where this bounty might be coming from?
So his cash flow supply always flows from some of the biggest corporations. His father was a C-suite level executive. Okay?
Okay.
And you'll never guess where. You'll never guess where.
Yeah, you're right. I can't guess.
His father was a C-suite executive for Benevolent. Now, he
Really?
set up, yes. Now, he was like a chief strategy officer or some bullshit title like that. And then he set his son up. Now, his son, rebelling against daddy, right, decides he's going to go into business for himself. And he's going to be a fixer. Now, daddy still's bailing him out of chains. And what daddy did was he ensured that lovely amounts of court money flowed through his coffers. So Connell, he started out with some really basic money laundering and things like that before he got into assassination and bounty hunting. Now, he also stepped on some toes with the Russians and a few of the other corporations, so they've got him over a barrel. And what's interesting is Daddy recently cut him off.
Very interesting.
Now, the reason for that is 3V is aligning with Malfinia Capital Power, and we don't know why, right? And they're starting to piss off some of their customers. Now, what you have to understand is that if 3V's involved, the Russians are involved, Malfinia's involved. Now, for some reason, Malfinia and Benevolent, they got a beef. Word has it, and no one knows why, they're working on parallel forms of research. And word has it, Connell, what he did is he got himself an insurance policy. He's got something in that fancy, stupid, bougie, ugly house of his that's keeping everybody off his neck for now. But he's still conducting business, and he's the one who's funneling the stuff to you.
Interesting. Well, we are about to take a drive to visit him.
Like I said, flick him in the nose for me and call him a wanker.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it as always. I owe you a drink next time we're in the same city.
You know what? I might be in Silicon City in just a few weeks. I heard that's where you were. Omni sent you up there to go set up a headquarters, and I also heard you negotiated a lovely contract with Pustuli Waste Products. I would love to know how you got that done.
That's a conversation for in person instead of a phone, friend.
Well, and I understand that, but I would love an introduction.
Well, old chum.
Do you think you could handle that, my friend?
If we survive this current venture and you come to visit, I'll do what I can.
I appreciate it. Now, I'm going to go piss away the rest of my day and find some other trouble to get into. Don't get yourself shot in the head.
Yeah.
You got such a pretty face, so have fun.
I'm going to try. Take care of yourself.
Cheers, mate. And he hangs up.
Cool. So I'm going to go back to the rest of the group.
I'm still not sure if the best way to approach this is via the street or via the water. I believe the street is likely our best option, possibly via one of the nearby homes.
Felix looks back at you with a gleam in his eye, and he's like, "You got a helicopter?"
We
We've got a van.
I could buy a helicopter. What are we talking about?
We have a van.
We have a very loud, scary, obvious van. It's not good for...
Any of you fly a helicopter?
No.
I mean...
Don't robots do that for us nowadays?
I mean, you could.
A little bit. I mean...
You can get a drone. You can get a personnel running drone copter. It is possible.
I have automobile, motorcycle, and if we could finagle a helicopter into an armored vehicle, maybe Maxi could fly it.
That would be like a tank, Maxi.
I know.
Tanks don't fly in 2099?
Put some armor on the helicopter, and that would be an armored vehicle.
Who wrote this damn game? I want my tanks to fly. So
I'm going to have to get a hold of the designers.
I'm going to write an angry letter. Dear sirs, it has come to my attention. So Zed is going to go pour himself a cup of coffee, have a seat. So I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to interrupt. Our boy Connell was formerly being funded by Daddy, who at some point was running some work for Benevolent. And he's given, I've got some information. He's got something that is keeping some people kind of off his back right now. He definitely knows something about a partnership between 3V and Malfinia. That sounds bad.
Well, and you had done some research because Malfinia had come up in some of those data files that you had seized during the last episode, right? Where there were some operations they were running in Rome. You found references to a corporate housing complex they own in Gothenburg and a mine they purchased from the South African government near Johannesburg in the Reed Fort crater in South Africa.
We couldn't find any links between them other than that.
Right. But it did come up.
So Malfinia has been on our board before, is what we're saying.
You're saying recently, yes.
Recently. So I don't know if that helps explain anything. I kind of confirmed what we knew about a lot of money coming from the Russians. There's definitely something most likely on his property that is going to be very valuable for us to obtain other than him. So we might be also looking at a smash and grab on top of extraction / interrogation.
I believe we could accomplish both of those goals.
All right. Did that drone come while we've been sitting around?
Oh yeah,
chit-chatting?
for sure.
Yeah, Ch0wn's actually over playing with it, right? Or like putting it together and everything like that. We can. I've also I've got another truck, armored truck coming our way.
Did you just buy another truck?
Well, yeah, the last one went in the water.
Didn't you just yell at me for like half an hour about my last corporate expense?
You mean $120,000 in shoes? 120,000 sols in shoes?
It was not shoes. I'm just saying. I think we need to vet some of our expenses past each other, so we're on the same page.
Okay, Zed, would you like to walk into the recon or take the mystery machine?
Definitely not the mystery machine, but
I sign up for the mystery machine. That sounds fantastic.
You haven't seen the mystery machine, sir. It's frightening and loud.
It's a wonderful vehicle, but it isn't subtle. So I was thinking a plain, normal street level SUV would be subtle.
Yeah. I am not opposed to
Is it a little too plain for you, Zed? Should I put some streamers on it or something?
I mean, I'm assuming the wheels are going to be chromed. There's going to be some racing stripes. No?
Streamers would defeat the purpose of it being inconspicuous. Yes.
That's right.
For our
Maxi.
ACS crew, we could always put flare launchers on it.
Yep. And
for those that
tassels
have
on
been watching that long.
tassels on that.
Veto.
Anyway, continue.
I'm
Maxi.
not opposed to like a walk up to the front door kind of situation if we know what we're getting into. I might be able just to con my way in.
I thought we were going to do a little research to see how many people he has on staff.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do a little bit of research. We know what we're getting into. Maybe the plan is just
I believe we are getting ahead of ourselves at the moment. Let us conduct our surveillance and then come up with a plan.
I'm good with that too.
Oh, Ch0wn, the armored SUV that you ordered is delivered to the valet.
Okay.
Right? Concierge service from the dealership. Can
I throw in a little twist here, Alex?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the vehicle is delivered from the dealership, but in standard, fashion, the vehicle delivered is almost precisely to your expectations, precisely to your order, except they've goofed the paint job.
What does the paint job look like?
The vehicle is like electric blue.
Okay. Which on the Santa Cruz coast will look very subtle.
Okay.
It will just look like every other.
I was
going to
say it's going to be blending in.
SUV.
I actually love that.
That's perfect. They send you a note with your thing that they send up to the room saying that they consider Omni great corporate partners. They're so happy to do business with you. And if you need anything, you can call your personal sales concierge, Jacques Milieu.
I'll file that in my glow and toss the note in with the rest of the trash from breakfast. The other thing, so Ch0wn's got a small, it's basically a bird drone.
Right.
That they have. It's nothing fancy. It's just
Are you hard linking it to your glow so that you can basically use it as a network extender?
What
you
kind
got
of
it.
bird is it, Kaylee?
It's a seagull.
It's
Jonathan Livingston?
And you don't have a flock of them?
No, it's a seagull.
No,
it's a sea
literally-
rat.
I run.
It literally just says mine.
Is it called Steven?
Mine. Yes,
Okay.
it is now.
So I'm going to point this out to the chat really fast, right? So for those of us who live on the West Coast and have the seagulls everywhere, at the fast food place, everything, they're such rats. They're terrible. And the rest of our cast is in the Midwest.
The rest of your cast lives near Lake Michigan. We understand what. And
Do they have seagulls there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere.
We have seagulls at the Target. A block and a half up the street from me. We have literally flocks of them that live on the roof that come over from the lakeshore, and now they live around here.
And I ran.
They go to the Dick's to get fries.
So far away.
Anyway.
Well, you don't have to call me a dick like on stream.
No. We have Dick's here. Dick's.
I'm sure they have them everywhere.
No, look. You come here, you get a big bag of Dick's. Y'all need to come back to Seattle, and I'm gonna hit us with a tandem.
No thanks.
What if I already own a big bag of dicks?
You always need more than one. You always need more than one.
This is true.
Multiple bags of dicks. What?
Moving on. So y'all gear up
with a bag of dicks
and jump in the car. From where
it's like a Santa Claus sack of dicks. Like, is it over?
Moving on.
Now, are you gonna do like the scenic route, or are you going straight, like fast?
We're going directly there.
So from where you are, the fastest way is down the 280 to the 17, across the hills, into Santa Cruz.
To grandmother's house we go.
Yes. So you pop down the 280, head across 17. It's probably about a 3-hour drive.
Okay. Program it in.
Who's in control of the radio? Just want to know.
That would be me.
Oh, that's true.
I'm in charge of the entire vehicle.
All right.
And if Zed's nice to me, he gets to keep control of his own, climate control.
What music does Ch0wn play for a road trip?
I think Ch0wn is feeling nostalgic.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
And is playing a band that his grandfather once was into called Skrillex.
Well, I assumed My Chemical Romance.
No.
Wow.
Skrillex.
Woo!
Bangarang.
There.
That's for our friend Rick who's watching the stream.
Okay. So you're listening to Skrillex all the way down to Santa Cruz. You do your first drive-by, and
it's one song. Strangely enough, it's just one song.
It's just one song.
The trip is long enough for one track.
And the drop hits right as we get to the house.
Nice. All right, I'm going to drop you a screenshot in your chat so you can see as you do the first drive-by of the facility. That's what it looks like. It is a white stucco building with a 3 foot tall wall. All 4 of you, sorry. Give me perception checks.
Oh my God, dice.
I know, right?
How do I even dice?
17.
I'm driving.
Ooh, that is going to be
22.
19
Nice.
for Maxi.
What'd you get there, Ch0wn?
I'm busy launching the drone, so my 13 means I'm not paying a lot of attention.
Okay, and Felix.
17.
Okay. Zed, you get the best run. All 3 of you noticed you think 5, you're going to call them goons, meandering around the exterior of the property, carrying light submachine guns. Zed, you notice that they're wearing actually a brand of tracksuit you had seen, but it is plainclothes armor, right? You saw it in a fashion mag a while ago, right?
So like the armor's built into the tracksuit.
Yep, it's synth weave armor. So they're definitely armed.
So it's not a fortress, it's a regular house. They're just hanging out.
Goons. Yep.
I'm gonna get my drone up on top of like one of the. There's like a tower, like the high tower, kind of the right side of the property towards the back.
Yep.
Kind of get it up there so I can get a good signal in.
Best spot is actually that lovely palm tree on the west side of it. And give me a networks check.
Okay. Oh, the dice are warming up nicely. That's awesome.
There we go.
27, 42. It's the answer.
There we go. 42. You've got a full line thing on his system. He's got probably 10 cameras covering most of the major angles. They look like they were professionally installed. Somebody came in here who was a consultant who knew what they were doing. It's all IP based, all hard-lined, no wireless.
Ooh. Dang. What about radio bands? Do they have comms?
Looks like if they do, they're using Qualcomm's, which means God knows what frequency they're on.
Okay. Good news, bad news. No, pretty much all bad news. We're not gonna get much out of this. Everything's hardwired. I got nothing wireless here. Whoever he paid to do security is pretty good.
Daddy's money or some mobster money?
Well, if they're protecting something, could be a little column A, a little column B. What time of day is it right now, Alex? It's probably nighttime because
it's like mid-afternoon.
Okay, I didn't think we woke up till mid-afternoon.
No, this is the day after you were hungover. So you've gone back to sleep. Y'all had taken a day because you did the full day of like discussing and figuring out and gathering information.
That's fair.
You went back to bed. Apex disappeared. You're back up to another day later. So that's where you are.
I have a proposal to the group. Felix, I don't know what your time frame is with us. We could see if this guy has any regular pattern of going out for drinks or dinner, or if he orders in. That could give us a leg into how we might be able to interact with him.
That's going to take days.
I've got all the time in the world.
But apparently that's okay.
But do
Felix
you
is
all
here until
is the
we
question.
no longer need Felix.
Wow.
Okay. How long are you going to stay and do surveillance?
I mean, that was just an idea. I'm open for anything. If we want to just muscle our way in, I'm fine.
How about we try and sneak our way in once night comes?
Well, we've got the guards. We know they're armored up. That's very expensive, very stylish armor.
How
The armor isn't protecting their necks or temples.
Straight to the point. Yes.
Yes,
that is correct.
indeed. You put the point into the temple or the neck.
Exactly.
He knows that that's the way to do it, right?
Yes, Zed is aware of those methods of ending someone. Correct.
Okay, good.
Yep. I mean, I'm more comfortable with a conning my way in and talking to somebody and just convincing them to do what we want them to do. But if that's what we have to do, it's fine.
What if?
If you think you can talk us through the front door.
I mean, that would be an option. I could either try to talk my way into the front door. If we know a bar he goes to or a restaurant he frequents, I could be there and I could get into his good graces at that point. I don't know how long it's going to take. He may never leave the house. He may just go in. I don't know. I don't want to make this an extended operation, but I want to rush into something if we don't have to.
Well, the longer we wait, the more people are going to come after us for the bounty. And we need to, okay, just to be fair, we need to be free if Apex needs us. So
Also
the sooner we get this done, the better. I think, no offense to Felix here, but
Well, no, Ch0wn has a very good point. If Apex does require our assistance, we will have to cease what we're doing here and change direction, so to speak. So the sooner we get this accomplished, the better.
All right. Well, you two are.
5 guards should not be a challenge for Felix and myself.
I was going to say, you two are tactical experts here. So if you feel you can have a good.
I mean, Zed knows his way around a gun.
Zed doesn't broadcast that.
Maxi.
Zed doesn't always broadcast that.
Maxi.
Yes, Felix.
Perhaps we split the party slightly. Because our dear friend Zed here wishes to talk his way in. And perhaps that provides a tactical advantage for us to, how do they say, go in the back door.
I'm fine with that. We can have Ch0wn on Overwatch.
Zed has shown he's perfectly fine with going in the back door.
We could
give
hit
me
the roof.
one more. You're doing multiple loops, and Ch0wn, give me a perception check with your drone.
Can't believe I said that with
so I get tech head with that.
Well
Yep.
done.
Thank you.
19.
You see delivery
Oh
van.
wait, sorry, 24. I forgot to add my perception score.
You see delivery vans dropping off cases of liquor and food.
I pass that on to everybody else's glows. It's like, looks like it's a party.
Well, if there's a party, Zed is on the guest list.
Well, I can't put you on the guest list. I can't get into his network without being in the house.
I don't need to actually be on the guest list to get on the guest list.
Well, the last time you wanted to be on the guest list, you had me get you on the guest list.
Last time you had him get on the guest list, you had him be the event planner.
Right, but he was still on the guest list.
It was my guest list. I didn't have to be on it.
But I
It
had
was
to
mine.
put you on it.
What is the chance that we would be able to backdoor into Connell's glow, where he is likely keeping any kind of correspondence or invite information regarding this possible soiree?
Not through public telecom. If I was on his network, it'd be pretty easy, but there's no wireless.
But there's delivery folks, right? We saw, was it catering company? Was it like local restaurants?
But
Okay. Why don't...
pardon me if I don't understand how glows work, but glows do not need to be attached to a hardwired network, correct?
No, but if they're operating off the local cell network, that's much harder to hack. He's not running any wireless networks inside of his house to prevent himself from being hacked. He's all hardlined. His glow can be connected to the local towers without being connected to his house.
And basically,
that's what Maxi was
hack
getting at.
Right, but I'd have to hack the tower, which is a public telecom, which might be possible, but then I gotta find him. And there's probably a couple thousand, maybe 1,000 people using that tower.
Or more than that. In this area, you're probably, with this level of density, you've probably got 35 to 40,000 users.
I mean, I could attempt it, but it's going to take a while.
I'm not a specialist in what you do. It was simply a
As the day
Possible.
as the
I'm
day
just trying to
grows
explain
on,
it to you, Maxi. You're good.
as the day grows on, he kind of just taps Maxi on the shoulder and kind of pulls him off to the side just a bit.
In the truck.
in the SUV.
Whispering in the back seat.
Yeah. He just looks at him and he goes,
"Yes, Felix."
"Fortune favors those who follow the path, Maxi. You know."
Tread the path with purpose, not pride.
Nor
Rooftop?
prejudice. Pride,
And then-
nor pride, nor prejudice, right?
He undoes his quiver from the back and he starts pulling out certain arrows, and Maxi knows which arrows do what. We could blow a way through, or we could make it easier for your hacker.
I believe we'll need to go quiet to make it easier for Ch0wn.
I'm amendable to this.
So I don't speak subtext very well, but are we thinking Zed go in the front door, try and be the party guy while we sneak in the back?
We are discussing tactical action to take sooner rather than later. It looks as though there may be a party which may provide us a distraction.
Yep, I was here for that part.
I would be fine. I would be fine blustering my way in through the party while you two coming through the back undercover. Ch0wn is on Overwatch. Ch0wn is getting us information. That could work.
Ch0wn, again, is sitting right here and has said several times that Ch0wn has to get inside to find this information out.
Exactly.
Which is what Felix and I are implying, is that our action would allow you to get on premise.
Right. Who with? Am I going with you? I would like to be part of this plan.
So Felix changes his tone once again, and he goes, all right, visualize it with me here. My man
God.
Zed up front. Big time AC. Just coming in from Angel City, just trying to get around. You, Ch0wn, his agent, PA, keeping track of him. You know, got the whole schedule on the book, everything like that. Zed shows up for the party. Gotta be on time, you know, but gotta be seen. You know, gotta do the thing, right? And then Maxi and I will work our way through the back door or on the roof, whichever one, and we'll start getting y'all inside, and we'll high five as we pass each other. And that means you'll get inside. If all hell breaks loose, we'll improvise.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. We're going in the front door, you're going in the back door, we're gonna run to the middle to high five, and I'm very confused. Maxi, can you translate that?
Well, I believe what Felix is saying, what to me seems fairly clearly, is that you and Zed will go in the front door. You will pretend to be Zed's attaché, personal scheduler, assistant, what have you. Zed will bluff your way into the party. And then we will also work our way through the guard to come in the back of the party and provide support should things go south.
Quietly. And he pulls out an arrow and he goes, and any electronics you need taken out between here and there, security systems, firewalls, cameras, people, I'll take care of.
Okay.
Is there any way to determine where their physical security station would be in the building without being on the premise?
Do any of you have either
I have urban warfare.
urban warfare or counterintelligence?
I have counterintelligence.
Zed?
We found Zed lacking in this area many times in this.
That's true. That's true.
I do have cryptography.
Give me a counterintelligence roll.
Come on, Kaylee.
And actually, Maxi, go ahead and give me a urban warfare roll as well.
Oh, okay.
Nat 20, so 29.
Very nice. Ch0wn,
About time I rolled well.
if you were going to put a system somewhere, right? And you've already determined, whoever installed this system was
A pro. Yeah.
There's a weird, when you're looking at the floor plans, there's a weird, like you're looking at the floor plans, you're looking at the satellite view, there's a hole in the plan. that's not registered with the city department.
Okay.
It's on the second floor, just off the master suite. It looks like it's wedged between the walk-in closet and the bathroom. And there's something wrong there. Like the plans don't match.
I'll pull that up on. I would send it to everybody's glow.
Maxi, the best view is there's a corner house that overlooks the pool in the back. Which, based on the time of the year and the type of party these type of people have, and its waterfront, is probably where most of the people will be, and will give you the best overwatch spot. Also gives you the clearest view of the rooftop deck side of the top floor.
Very good. Maxi will point that out to the group.
Quick question.
Yes.
If we were to look at the orders or shipping records of some of these caterers, food companies, delivery trucks, might that give us any information as to what's happening and when that we could maybe cross-reference with?
Oh, sure. Ch0wn, give me a network check and you can try and hack their remote systems.
1927, 42 again.
Okay, these are liquor companies. They're not exactly high cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Ch0wn hacks a couple of the glows of the caterers and liquor company things. It looks like the party is, and they also get a staffing list because they're bringing in outside staff to be waiters and wait staff. Looks like the party's supposed to start at 8. No reason for the party. They're just like, if you mean they live on the beach. It's a Thursday. Seems like a good day to have a party.
So I'm going to look at Shawn. We could rinse and repeat from our last escapade. I know we talked about blustering in as the society guy, but if there's waitstaff coming in, what do you think?
I mean, we can try.
Ch0wn, you're looking at the list. It's a tighter list, and it's only one company.
Okay.
So
These
you're
people
thinking,
are going to know each other?
Yep, they're friends.
How many people are there gonna be?
You have
Wait,
no
you're
idea.
saying the waitstaff
waitstaff.
company?
Yeah, it's one small group. It's like 7.
Oh, okay.
2 bartenders, 5 floaters.
Oh, so it's party down.
I
The
mean, that's still enough staffing. Zed, you know from society stuff.
Yeah,
that's
the
still enough
previous
staff
op-
for like 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the previous op, the company was using a number of outside contracting organizations for the waitstaff.
Yep.
Fair point. Fair point. Okay. Yep. Socialite it is.
Zed, whatever will you wear? This is critical.
Yeah. Shopping montage. No.
Before we delve any further into the plan, the approach, the timing, everything else, are we removing Connell from the site? Is the plan to try to take Connell during the party? Zed, are you planning to try to create a relationship with Connell during this party? Again, we talked about possibly getting some kind of on-site access to the security, but if our purpose is to try to interrogate and or terminate Connell, is this party the time to do so?
The party could be good cover for a quiet conversation. I am not opposed to attempting a honeypot operation. Get him alone or with a small group. I mean, whatever his kink is. We may be able to get some information out of him kind of that way. And maybe that could point the rest of you to where you want to go in the house or give you some free space to do that.
I knew it. He's back to the yiffing again.
No, I ask only because as we discuss our plan, Felix and I's role to come in covertly and provide backup for something provides no real purpose for our intrusion. It may be best for us to take action the morning after the party when everyone is at their least observant.
So what if we kind of have a main plan and a contingent plan here? Ch0wn and I go in, we kind of get a lay of the party, see how Connell is acting with guests. Is he in the thick of it? In the middle of it? Is he sitting back watching over the revels? If I can't get him alone, if I can't get him down to the beach where we could get him easily, then maybe I make sure the party really takes a toll on people and we do some work the next morning. Or
well, let me suggest this. If we're going to use the party as cover, then perhaps Felix and I make our way on site, get to the second floor gap in the plan where the security hardware may be, and Ch0wn perhaps can provide us with a piece of hardware that we can plug in to provide Ch0wn with a backdoor to either the secured network, or possibly do a data dump looking for the information that we believe Connell has.
Look, if we just get me inside, I'll find a way to get into the network. If you guys want to get in there as a backup in case things go south, you're our contingency. If
Felix,
shit goes sideways, or
I suppose we will post up at the nearby home, and be present in case anything goes south. I apologize, Felix. I would not have contacted you had I not known you would not be needed this evening.
Don't say that I'm not needed just yet, friend.
look at it this
There's a
way.
lot of
If
them
things go
and not
really
a lot of
south,
us.
You may have to kill maybe 15, 20 people.
It's like Belize all over again.
Ch0wn, you say that as though I'm looking forward to that.
It was a joke, Maxi. It's from a movie.
I'm unfamiliar
With movies or
with that particular movie.
Well,
So again,
look,
I come back to Zed. What are you wearing?
yeah, let's
All right.
sidetrack this crap. Let's get to the important part
let's
of the
get
game.
to the important stuff. All right. So
Y'all have a plan?
So, if I remember correctly, style trends have been kind of that retro chic, right?
Roaring
Yep.
20s.
Yeah.
All right. So, I am gonna go full zoot suit bonkers. I'm
Nice.
talking like the big wide leg pants, kind of slight higher waist than you'd think, that kind
Okay.
of really wide tie, big jacket kind of comes down further than it should. Just for you, Ch0wn, big ass hat.
Oh,
Oh,
The hat.
there it is.
we finally got the hat.
I got the hat. I'm gonna throw in like a walking stick kind of thing.
Oh, nice. Now, are you gonna try and conceal anything in there?
I mean, I'll rephrase that. Ideally, this outfit would make it pretty easy to wear my regular, like, armored gear underneath, have my pistol with.
Okay. You got your light armor underneath and your pistol.
Yeah.
Hidden. So give
Yeah.
me. Let's see. Appropriate things. You can either give me a sleight of hand check or just a straight agility run to hide that stuff. Just for the sake of brevity, Felix and Maxi, So you've got your Overwatch position that also will give you very rapid entry into the house, right? Like literally, like it's you found an Overwatch position that is 30 feet from the pool house of Connell's place.
Is it on the house to the right or to the left?
To the right.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yep. And so you've got a nice clean run, and you think that if it goes sideways, you could be there in like 12 seconds based on your training.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Sorry, sleight of hand was a 13.
Okay.
Incidentally, my suit has like neons running through all of it that I can control with my little cane.
We're full RGB now.
Oh, 100%.
Ch0wn,
It's got a sound system too.
Suit sponsored by Razer.
Ch0wn,
It's got a sound system too.
how are you appearing as the assistant, and Maxi and Felix? Give me some stealth rolls to get into position.
Ch0wn as the assistant is very understated. They have traded the black t-shirt for a black, almost clerical collar button-down shirt with darker onyx buttons down the front.
Onyx, nice.
Yep. And they are also wearing what looks like a slightly different version, not leather. Kind of what Felix is wearing, the trench coat, but like a long flowing coat with like a darker, like almost black purple lining.
Nice.
So
I like it.
So
I've also glammed
Ch0wn,
up my face, so I'm not necessarily Zed.
Yeah, you're not Zed. Gotcha.
so as Ch0wn gets to the, Felix will like pop their lapels for a little bit and just like make them like perfect, and it's like, this, yes. And then of course Zed's in like full on like armor and everything. So
You mean Felix?
Felix is in that full armor. I mean Zed might be too, but as they're getting dressed, we're leaving. So he's appreciative of the long tails.
What's your stealth rolls there, Maxi and Felix?
I got a 15.
Dirty 20 for Maxi on the stealth, and then I also did a parkour roll just for funsies, and I got 17 on that.
Parkour.
Cool.
As Felix and Maxi get into place, Maxi does like this weird like wall run up one side and then like 360s it up the thing, and it's like, and then does a superhero landing
before.
Oh yeah.
That's some new shit, Felix.
You've been training. I like it.
we didn't discuss it, but Ch0wn quickly kind of sneaks into Felix's glow and links him into our comm system.
Okay, not hard to do.
Can I also have bought some various drugs?
Yeah.
I've done this before. This is
You got an 8-ball. You got an 8-ball. You got a little baggie. You're good to go.
He walked down the street from the SUV and was like, "Anybody holding? Anybody holding?"
Yep. You. Yep. Emptied out.
All right.
Can I add? I want to add one very quick thing.
Okay, go ahead.
The cane that Zed also has is a sword cane, but like a hidden sword cane.
Nice. As you approach, Zed, give me either perception or insight.
As we are walking up here, is the party in full swing?
Oh yeah, there's a line.
Okay. Gonna bypass that line, by the way. Where's my scores? Numbers.
Zed, what are you going by? What's your name?
I'm gonna go by insight here. 26.
What name are you using tonight, Zed?
Buck naked.
Bosco.
Bosco. All right, Zed.
One word only.
As you walk through the line, you notice, and you don't know why it sticks out to you, but there is a group of 3. It's 2 female presenting, 1 male presenting, and they're maybe 22, right? But they talk about how they got invited, and they're very excited, and you can tell that they are just overcome with their level of excitement. They smell like what you've seen 1,000 times. Rich kids who are pretend slumming it with the gangster guy that everybody knows. And there's just it's right, you're like, that's my ticket through.
So big line of people, and I specifically noticed these two. Three, sorry. Group of three.
Yep.
Do they look like they're related or?
No, they just look like a group of dumb kids.
Group of dumb kids. Awesome. Ch0wn, what alias is Ch0wn using?
Murdoch.
Murdoch. Love it. This plan is coming together.
They're a hard body.
I love that.
All right, so Zed as Bosco is strutting past the line. This is like full brown chick out pimp walk kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I am going to pointedly ignore everyone, walk past that group, and then make a show of stopping and letting my countenance shine upon them. And I will point at them with my walking stick from a few
You can
yards away.
either give me a seduction or a straight charisma check.
Oh, it's gonna be a seduction check.
Because you have seduction, don't you?
I just have to find it on my sheet.
Alex, very quick question. May I have a very small portable printer on me?
Sure.
Okay.
The only one you can get for that is a thermal printer, so keep that in mind.
I basically am printing out his business cards as we walk by people.
Okay, got it. What do we got there, Zed?
17.
Oh, yeah. So you point at them, and what do you say?
I point at them, and my walking stick kind of lights up, and that like the glow actually comes from the tip of the stick backwards and washes over my jacket, my whole outfit, like this splash of light. You three. You are special. I was drawn to this location, I think because of you. How are we doing tonight?
They all three are just giggling. Like, not in like a, like me, like we're making fun of, but like in a, haha, you noticed us way.
And as I come over to them, I will do like that big arms out, kind of just embracing the group and kind of leaning on their shoulders a little. What brings us to this wonderful event this?
It's a party. We want a party.
So let's just go inside. Why are we waiting in line?
We can skip the line?
Why did you even consider waiting with the rest of these plebeians?
Okay, so you grab them and start walking toward the front.
Mhm.
They follow you, and you've got arms around two of them.
Yeah. And who's at the door?
There is a cybered out bouncer with a submachine gun and a glow. Names?
Ch0wn walks forward at that point, opens up their coat, and the printer spits out a business card, and Ch0wn flicks it out to them, holding it. It's just a simple white linen card with gold embossing that says Bosco.
But please tell me that it's like signed as well, so it's like Bosco.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
like a script. It's
Yeah,
a flowing
yeah.
script. It looks like a signature.
He goes, the guy looks confused for a minute. And he's like, what about these other three? Are they on the list?
They are with Bosco.
Give me a persuasion check, Ch0wn. And actually, I will let, hang on, before you do,
Good, because I don't have it.
it's the countenance of Bosco. So, Zed, give me another seduction check as you kind of eye the bouncer. And then that will determine whether Ch0wn gets advantage on this roll. So it'll be a charisma check for you, Ch0wn.
Okay.
Hang on.
$17 again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d20.
As the card comes out, can the word Bosco just kind of appear like scrolling across the suit?
I'm picturing it being in blue, like neon letters. Ch0wn, give me a charisma check. Go ahead and roll 2d20s and give me the better option.
It's actually built. It's built with nano ink, so when they look at it, it literally draws itself in this neon blue ink.
Nice.
And as Ch0wn, as Murdoch is handing them the card,
19.
My jacket will mirror that blue.
The bouncer, looks honestly in awe for a moment, and he's like, "Oh yeah, come on in."
As I walk past
It's
the bouncer,
lovely to have you here.
I'm going to give him a little peck on the cheek.
Okay.
I take as I walk by the guard, I say, any expression of affection given by Bosco is not an implicit promise, legally or in any other way binding, just so you know.
Oh, that was great. He goes, yeah. So you walk into the front courtyard area, and there's basically for lack of a better thing, there's basically velvet ropes that lead you to the back, to the pool deck, toward the rear of the house, where there is probably at this point about 70 people milling about. You see the floaters, they're handing out drinks. You see a bar set up just on the edge of the lanai. And you do see Connell Myers mingling.
What's he looking like? What's he wearing?
He's wearing tropical flower board shorts, a white linen shirt, with the sleeves cut off, right? And it's completely unbuttoned, chest out. And then underneath his white linen shirt, because he's got to look the part, he's got a shoulder holster with a hand can, Dirty Harry style,
Of course.
357, in a shoulder holster. Maxi and Felix, you see the same thing from the roof. So you now can see that Zed and Ch0wn have made it to the rear pool deck and are inside.
Are there cabanas or big seats somewhere?
There's couches and stuff set out, white linen couches next to the pool.
Are they occupied?
Some of them, not all of them.
Okay. I'm going to go find arguably the best one.
Okay.
Best view of the pool. Also with a very clear line of sight to our friends, and basically set up court. So I want to go to the couch, do a big kind of fluff my jacket out, sit down, arms out.
One of the floaters asks if you would like some drinks.
I assumed you already had my standing drink order.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know you were here. What would you like?
I'll glare at Murdoch. Haughtily.
Bosco always drinks the same thing. I grab his arm and drag, kind of pull him off to the side out of line of sight of Zed. Bosco always drinks the same. It is this, and they describe a very fruity pink fluffy drink made with rum, coconut, and a couple other pieces of, sweetener to.
It's one of the ones you melt cotton candy into.
Got it.
There you go. Thank you.
Is it one of the ones where you hold it and then you break it and then just inhale the vapor? You don't actually, is it molecular bartending?
No, this is an actual alcoholic beverage.
Got it.
Not one of those.
All right. They run off scared.
I will then send my 3 new friends off to find more people to bring to us. Basically, okay. I just want to create a big group of people kind of sitting right where we are.
Give me a general charisma check.
Sure.
And Alex, while we are on Overwatch, obviously there's a party. Was the security detail increased for the party?
Nope.
Initially there were 5 guards patrolling.
Give me a perception check, both of you.
I also specifically ignored Connell, like I didn't read him or anything.
And
13.
Huh?
10-teen?
13.
Oh. You now see, Felix, you see a total of 7 guards. It looks like they do a rotation, but you now see them because you're looking at the inside. So the roof deck shows you there's 2 more up there.
Big
that have been moved
spenders.
in for this thing. After they bring you your first round of drinks and they bring back more people, I'm just gonna kind of describe the scene, right? For about the next 20 minutes, I'm picturing Zed telling boisterous stories, right? I was in New York and I was and then this one time we were in Paris and And after a while, Connell comes over and he goes, "You'll have a drink with me."
Yes, I'm offended you didn't come over sooner.
And he snaps and he goes, "My signature drink." And one of the waitstaff brings over something that's like a very rich gold, like almost like a gold bar in color.
Oh, Goldschlager.
No, not like gold flakes in it, but like a gold bar. Like he's like, and he raises the glass to you and he goes, "Your health, my dude."
And to yours, my host.
And that you clink glasses and he slams it back.
Ch0wn kind of sidles up to Connell and says, kind of obsequiously, Bosco does not like being called dude. Just as a word of caution, it's too heteronormative. Just a word to the wise.
I wish to extend all the gratitude Bosco can offer for such an excellent gathering.
I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate it.
You are Connell Myers.
Am I right?
It.
You know it, bro. He looks like he's half in the bag right now.
You probably need a new business venture, don't you?
Always, my brother. Always.
Tell me about your connections with the local music scene.
He goes, "Dude, I know all the best spinners around here. All the best bands. I'll get them in here."
Wonderful, wonderful. Is there a quiet space where you and I may speak about such dealings?
It's like, let's kick him off the rooftop deck. Hang on. Come with me.
Let's go.
It's all about image. So you follow him. You and Murdoch follow him up to the roof deck where he kind of kicks a couple people out, kicks the guards out. And you see there's like 4 lounge chairs up there. He sits down. He's like, "You look like a man who knows stuff and has taste." And you can tell now really that he's half in the bag.
You said we kicked out the people. Did guards come up with us?
Nope. You're up alone on the roof deck. Felix, Maxi, you can see them on the roof deck.
Yes.
Like, my dude, what do you
Felix
got to
readies
offer?
an arrow.
Real quick, when we were coming upstairs, Ch0wn is going to excuse themselves to use the bathroom once they see it.
Give me a charisma check.
18.
You don't arouse any suspicion, so you're on the 2nd floor using one of the restrooms in the hall.
I'm just kind of I'm listening to see if people leave the upper floor, and if so, I'm gonna go
nobody's
check out
really
that room.
hanging out on the upper floor.
Okay. And while this conversation is going on, I'm going to go try and check that for that security room type thing.
Okay. Felix, Maxi, you're watching this, and so Connell's like, you look like somebody who's in the know, who knows some stuff. And you see him pull out a little like vial out of his thing, and he dumps some coke into like the crook of his finger, and he's like,
I know many things. I have been many places in this world. I can get you far better than whatever garbage you just inhaled. I can bring in people from worldwide, both to entertain and fill your coffers. How much money do you want to make is the question.
all of it, my brother, all of it.
Well, I guess the next step is to tell me really who we are going to be stealing you away from, so I can make sure to protect ourselves.
Don't worry about them. They're like court fools, man. My old man, he was a court fool. They don't know who they're messing with. They don't know me. I know these streets.
A man of the world, which I appreciate.
And Felix, Max, you can hear this through Zed's Quancom.
Oh yeah, no, and I feel like if we're up on the rooftop, we can probably almost hear it as it is because he's probably not quiet.
No, he's not. He's like, don't worry about it.
I feel like you might have some partners that could.
Dude, nobody even knows. So, like, there's some shit going down, but I think you got the look of somebody who could help me take advantage of it.
I am. Tell me about what's going down.
Hang out, man. Hang out. And then let's talk right at the party's over. You need a girl, man, a guy?
I brought them with me.
Like, feel free to use one of the bedrooms, homie. I'm gonna chill here, but like the party will be over in a couple hours, and then we get down to business, right?
Absolutely. And I'm gonna look up to like the rooftop where I know the others are. Give them.
Maxi looks at Felix and shrugs.
Yeah. Is he just gonna leave himself up there by like? Is he just gonna be up there by himself for a moment? He looks over. He's like, "It can't be this easy, right? It can't be."
Felix, we can't terminate him yet.
What if we just
Shawn.
showed up as the muscle?
Yo,
You walk into the walk-in closet. Give me a perception check.
oh, I was gonna say that's a good number. That's a 16.
It was hid fairly well, but not super well on this part. You walk in and you're pretty able to rapidly slide something to the side. There's like basically a pocket door that's hiding the whole system. So there's 4 racks high that are the main server for the system, and a terminal right below it for all the control stuff.
Okay, I've got a small piece of electronics with me. Basically, I'm jacking in a encrypted wireless access spot to kind of just link up to my glow.
Okay.
So I can just get that in. I just want to get it in there, get it installed, make sure I've got connection, and then I'm going to close everything back up.
Okay. You've got it.
All right, I'm going to close everything back up and then return to my employer.
So the next couple of hours pass relatively uneventfully. That's a few hours. He parties. You all kind of like watch him. At a certain point, everybody starts filtering out, and he grabs Bosco.
I like to imagine that with a couple like pauses to just continue to keep Overwatch, Felix and Maxi are basically playing war or like solitaire, or
Yeah.
or they're playing a version of whatever like trading card, battle game is popular at this time.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all are playing, and
Shawn's glow is
you see-
ransacking their system for the whole entire time.
Okay, give me a software check.
Okay.
Bosco and Connell head to the roof. There's a few people downstairs still like cleaning up and stuff like that, but that's about it. It's mostly just a few staffers, and there's now a couple of the guards have gone home. You're down to 4 on the grounds who are kind of like at the perimeter. Is what Felix and Maxi can see to the roof.
And we're going back to the roof in full sight of our friends.
Yep. Connell has basically dragged, like, he's got 2 bottles of champagne that he's carrying up the stairs. He's like, these are my nightcaps, man. He's like, we'll drink these. It'll be good. He grabs a couple of glasses from the kitchen on the way up. And so he is sitting with Bosco and Murdoch on the roof. He's like, so, tell me more about your business, man.
My business is everything. My business is people. My business is pleasure. My business is entertainment. My business is information.
That's like my business, man. Like, I do all the fixer stuff, like all of it.
Felix leans over to Maxi and goes, weren't you hired by a fixer that wasn't him?
We have no connection with this moron.
Okay. Good.
The fixers that we were using seem to be much more competent than this person.
Oh, okay, good. Just checking.
I hate playing against your purple deck, by the way. It is nigh unbeatable. I wish you would retire it.
One of these days. I haven't gotten to the shop lately, so use what I got.
Yes. So our business is the same. My business is international. Your business is local.
Dude, my business is totally international. I got 3V. I got Malfinia. I got the Russians. I got the Triads.
And you told me earlier you had something important, special to bring this all together. Tell me about that.
Dude, they're making some crazy stuff out by the Scar. Like crazy. And
Such as
same thing in South Africa. They're like pew, pew, pew.
Ch0wn leans in and says, in what's a voice not supposed to carry, but 100% carries. So Connell hears it. Bosco, this man is obviously a buffoon and has nothing of real worth. Do we need to waste any more time here? If he had something, he would show it to you.
Can you prove Murdoch wrong? Am I wasting my time?
Give me a charisma check, Murdoch.
Oh, God. That's a 12.
Dude, your assistant's mean. Like, what are you going to offer in exchange, man?
As I said, funds. As I said, customers, product,
Dude, I got
innovation.
That. What else you got?
I will put my hand
over the comm. You get it. Offer him your jacket.
I'm going to put my hand over his shoulder, pull him in like very close to me. Can I trust you with what I'm about to tell you?
Yeah, man.
You and I can bring the IOG to its knees.
Not possible. It's not possible, man.
Why not?
Because
they're crumbling.
You can't do it. But look, like, dude, if you're just gonna be messing, like, you can go.
I think you are messing, friend. You've talked a great game, but I don't think you have what you claim to have.
Well, I have it. So, like, what do you have to offer, dude?
Again, I will inform you that Bosco does not like being called dude, and you've shown Bosco nothing to prove your worth, except alcohol and drugs, which Bosco can get on any street corner.
Whatever, dude. Like, I thought you were cool, but maybe you're not cool. So, like, maybe you should go now.
All right. If you are not interested in what we can do together, that's fine.
Felix, Maxi, do you have any actions?
The ball's in their court. The ball's in their court for the moment.
Yeah, anything that we do is gonna cause a
Completely
lot
blow
harder.
this.
Yeah, it's gonna cause a lot of problems for them if we do
I feel
anything.
like Felix and Maxi know that this is not the time.
Oh.
Connell's starting to walk you downstairs.
As we I would like to interrupt. As we get up, Ch0wn kind of looks over at Zed and gives him it's a look of, are we letting him walk us out? Just kind of like, should I do something?
I give you let's just go with the flow right now.
Okay.
He's
Ch0wn
starting
takes
to walk
the
you
hand out of
out.
their pocket.
He's walking you out.
I think we should go. I think we'll just leave at this point.
Over the Quancom, you just hear just a little bit of just like, take the shot? Question mark?
I can't right now. We're in a stairwell.
No, you haven't quite hit the stairwell yet.
Oh.
I'm giving you the
then
odd.
did you actually say take the shot?
Yeah,
as in,
and
asking the question.
Yeah, as in, and then he does actually say the word question mark?
So we're basically walking towards the stairs to go away from the roof, right?
Yep.
I'll give you the head nod.
What was that?
I think I'm gonna give Felix the head nod.
Oh, Ch0wn is very stealthily attempting to pull their pistol.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Felix, what are you doing?
Felix is gonna fire a grappling hook over there and fucking zip line over to the top.
Well, I would only say that should Felix maybe take the shot with like the taser arrow from the distance we're at.
Yeah, I guess we could.
15
I mean,
for
the grapple will be helpful,
Okay.
but we're not assaulting at the moment. We're probably going to
Okay.
be there.
No, you're
Felix,
fine.
give me a strike roll. Ch0wn, he's drunk. What'd you get?
15.
Yeah, you don't think he's noticed that you took your pistol out.
Then he'll probably notice when I jam it under his right under his jaw.
Okay.
Well, am
So
I
Felix,
tasing
take your
him?
shot.
I don't know you're tasing him, so
Oh, okay.
No.
Fair
Well,
enough.
So technically, Zed gave the nod, but Ch0wn didn't know that because Ch0wn was pulling their pistol.
Right. So you pull it up under him.
It's a great plan.
Felix,
Love it.
what was your shot?
Well, it was a natural 20.
Oh my
I'm
god!
not even kidding.
All right.
It was the X on the PAX die.
I am really,
oh my god.
Give me a double on the non-lethal damage.
I am really, really hoping that the shock doesn't also hit Ch0wn and cause Ch0wn's trigger finger to twitch.
Oh, God.
If it was a 1, that would 100% happen, you know.
Oh.
Oh, dear. That is a lot of non-lethal damage. What's 21 for the first?
Okay. So you've got Ch0wn, you put the pistol under his neck, and then you hear a whoosh as the arrow embeds in his rear shoulder and goes.
Yeah.
And he falls down with an arrow sticking out of him.
Ch0wn kind of looks at their pistol and then sees the arrow and nods and puts the gun away.
What are you doing now?
So he's in a heap, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm searching him immediately.
Yep.
He's got 2 8-balls of Coke, a little baggie of mushrooms, some pills.
A key of any kind, a glow of any kind.
No.
Doesn't have a glow on him?
Nope. Maxi, Felix, what are you doing?
And now's the time for the.
Yeah, now is the time for the
All right,
for the grapple.
Give me 2 stealth checks to get over there without anybody noticing.
And where did we think his bedroom was based on the blueprints? Like,
Right below you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Right
a
below you.
16 for Maxi.
That is
Okay.
a dirty 20 for Felix.
What kind of moron doesn't have a glow?
they probably didn't let him have one.
I can see
Also,
now they did that for his own.
jackass.
He may have left it in his room while he was doing a bunch of drugs.
Let's get him to his room. He passed out.
So, Felix and Maxi, you see a grappling hook stick into the wall, and you see 2 zip lines, and then it releases the hook, or the line,
Yep.
and Felix and Maxi are there. You don't think you've been noticed yet.
Okay.
Bedroom.
Bedroom.
And Alex, just for that, the network, the software check from earlier was a 46 to ransack his system.
I mean, you're ransacking through it pretty heavily.
I just have my glow basically almost duping all of his data.
So you basically treated him with a shock, which is going to atropine his system. After you get him down to the bedroom, you see him start to stir.
Is there anyone else in his bedroom?
No, it's just you 4 and him.
Cool.
He's like, what just happened? Why am I?
Felix and Maxi should probably not be in here for this part of it. That way
You
can
could just
keep,
be like
probably
in his
wise.
closet.
yeah. So yeah,
just be
that way
out.
you can be like,
100%.
you just passed out, man. Like,
Yeah, man. You
He's like,
just
wasn't I taking you? All right, well that's fine, man. But then now I got to take you out. Like, let's go.
no.
I don't feel good.
Yeah,
I'll
we were gonna
take
help you out.
No,
we were gonna help you out.
no, because you and I taught you didn't believe it, so you can go now.
No, that's
Well,
not
I
what
think he
happened.
remembered.
That's
Yeah,
not
it
what happened
is.
at all.
I
No.
remember.
No, you don't. We verbally had the deal that I was going to bring in those new spinners. I was going to bring in that new Coke, and you were going to be the distribution hub for the music, for the drugs, for the
All right,
parties.
give me a deception check.
I have just forget what it is. So many numbers. 24.
Man, I don't remember.
I know
Like-
it's that shitty stateside Coke. It's just screwing with your mind, man. I've got good stuff. I've got the good stuff from Asia. That's what we're bringing in.
I don't know, man.
You need some sleep. Connell, you need some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. Let you get comfortable. I'll see myself out.
And he goes and lays down in his bed and passes out.
Ch0wn starts searching the room. This is the kind of idiot that probably has it sitting on in his nightstand or something.
All right, give me a search check. What are Zed and
Maxi's
or what
gonna-
are Maxi?
Maxi's going to post up outside the door.
yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say Felix and Maxi would be guarding the place.
As you're standing up there, as you walk out, you see one of the guards walking up the stairs.
Oh, good. Do you want to take the shot first or me?
I just look at you and go,
Wait, I'm sorry. What do you do?
Maxi lifts a finger to his mouth.
Oh,
Okay, y'all have one
Nod.
surprise action. What are y'all doing?
You want to grapple him, or you want
Maxi gave Felix the nod.
Okay.
I'm on board with it at this point.
Ch0wn, what'd you get for your search?
16.
He has a nickel-plated Kalashnikov. He's got about 42,000 in hard currency. Various versions. He's got a bunch of other, like, again, functional but novelty, like nickel-plated Kalashnikov. He's got a brass-plated
Monkey.
45.
Oh, okay.
Right, like he's got.
Junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do find his glow, though.
I'm going to get into that very quickly.
Would you like to clone it while you're here?
Yes.
Give me the software. Felix, what are you doing?
Well, if I've got to do it quietly, then I'm just going to kind of come up and... Do I use my garrote or not? I'll just try to choke him out MMA style.
Okay, he's at a penalty for his defense.
4.
Huh?
No, wait.
4?
No. 6.
6?
6.
Okay. Wow, I even put him in a fucking -5 penalty for the thing, and that gave him a 9. Okay.
The dice didn't do me very well on this one.
No, they did not. Go
Nope.
ahead and roll initiative.
Yay!
All right.
If it makes you feel better for my cloning check, I rolled a 4, so that would be an 18, and I'm going to use Control-Alt-Delete to re-roll that, by the way.
Go ahead and re-roll.
Do keep looking this.
Holy shit. Okay, that's a nat 20, so that's 44.
Jesus.
All right, so you're doing fine now. Okay.
Maxi got a 7 for his initiative.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zed has a 14.
Oh,
Okay.
initiative.
Felix,
13.
Ch0wn.
10.
Okay, so this is going to be the one that's upstairs. Okay. So the guy that you just attempted to choke out flips down his submachine gun and fires at you, Felix.
That's dumb.
He's just right into the gut.
You're
Give
going to
me
hate
defense.
me for what I just rolled for my defense.
What'd you roll?
Nat 20.
All right. Well, in which case, the 4 shots pepper into the wall.
Is it the wall towards the bedroom? Does it start like flying towards Ch0wn and them? Like, not in like a bad way, but like enough to let them know what's up?
Oh, no, they definitely heard it because those weapons are suppressed. So it's... Hang on 1 second. So the way he would have come up... No, because you all posted out there. So no, it fired into bedrooms 2 and 3. But it was a very nice dodge, Felix. Okay, but now you hear running.
Of course.
Zed, it's your turn. You heard a machine gun fire from outside the room.
So, outside the room.
Yep.
I will. Well, what did Connell do? Is he still passed out?
So far.
Okay. And Maxi's in the room with us, or it's just me and Ch0wn?
Nope.
You and
just
Ch0wn.
Just you and Ch0wn. All right. So then I will move to, I'll say, a defensive position, like behind a dresser or something,
Okay.
where I have line of sight to the door, but I'm behind something, and I'll yell at Ch0wn to hide in the closet.
Okay. Felix.
So is he still in front of me, basically?
Yeah, he just came up the stairs. And so you guys posted at the top of the stairs. So you're standing between bedrooms 2 and 3 at the top of the stairs that go down. Just out, not too far outside the master suite.
Okay, well, it's axe time. So just from sides, Felix brings out 2 hand axes and is just going to go full ham on this dude.
He's going to try and dodge and roll a 4. So that gives him a total of a 7.
So
Felix is going full on axe gang at the moment.
basically,
Yep.
and this die is on a hot streak tonight. So I got a 9. Well, actually, on the die I got a 9, an 18, and a natural 20.
Okay. So for the natural 20, give me location damage for that first.
So location 5 on his left arm for 12 damage.
Okay. Give me the other ones. Because those are going to armor.
9 damage to the left arm as well, and
Okay.
18 damage to his other arm, his right arm. So 2 to the left
Okay.
arm, 1 to the right arm.
Got it. This turn. Ch0wn. You've got all the data.
Okay. I drop his glow right back where it was. And I go over to the bed, and I'm going to grab him and pull him up in front of me and start heading towards the door to the hallway.
Okay, so you've basically muscled him up and are kind of half carrying him. Now he's starting to wake up and is kind of half walking.
Okay. And pistol to his head.
Okay. Maxi.
This initial enemy is still at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, he's not dead yet. His left arm's hurt.
So this is his right arm, isn't it?
No, that's armor because they're wearing
Yeah.
plainclothes, the tracksuits.
That's right. Some good tracksuits.
We've already made some noise, so Maxi's going to try to slide in beside and trip his ass down the stairs.
Okay, roll the hit.
I'll be using martial arts.
Okay, beat a 19.
What if I tie a 19?
Tie goes to the attacker, so that's you.
Awesome. All right.
So you've tripped him, so he's going to make an agility save. He does not save, so he starts falling down the stairs. Goes tumbling. As he hits the bottom of the stairs, you see his buddy start making his way up the stairs. So he's tripped for this turn, so he loses his initiative. His initiative goes to 1. Oops. Okay. So his buddy, who's now at the bottom of the stairs, looks up at you and opens fire at Maxi.
All right.
What defense?
Where did it go?
Last round is gun jams. But Maxi still has to make a defense for the first 3 rounds.
Cheap Russian crap.
See,
Should've let
Zed
Moscow hook him
Zed
up
was
with new
trying
guns.
to tell you exactly, Ch0wn. Zed was trying to tell him.
It's been so long since I rolled a defense. What am I rolling?
D20
Sure,
add your agility.
Thank you very much.
And your
I thought I had that marked on my sheet, but
Yep. Go ahead.
18. Where'd it go? Proficiency. 21.
You managed to dodge all 3 shots. Good job. And that brings us to Zed's turn.
So I am seeing.
Ch0wn
Shawn.
goose walk.
I will then run up to help with that. So my pistol in his ribs, but
Okay.
also human shield, getting him to the top of the steps. So we're both taking his weight at this point because he might be partially awake, but
Okay.
he's probably still some dead weight.
Okay. Felix.
So
Maxi pushed one guy down the stairs. There's a different guy who just came to the base and is firing up at you.
Oh, okay. Well, longbow shots then.
Okay. Roll a hit. Beat a 9.
I don't know. With the way his dice have been.
I barely beat a 9 on one of them. So I got 3 hits then, basically, is what you're telling me?
Yep.
Okay. First shot is 10 damage to his body.
Okay.
Second shot is 10 damage to right leg. And last one is 7 more damage to the body.
Okay. You're taking him up pretty good. Another guy now arrives at the bottom of the stairs and begins firing at you, Felix. And his gun jams on the last shot.
I'm rolling defense.
These are terrible mobsters.
Can't help
goons.
guns
I
jamming.
got a 15. That's all I got on that one.
You get tagged once.
Okay.
And you get tagged in the left leg
Yep.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
Okay, moving right along. Ch0wn, you've now reached the door.
All right, kind of kick the door open and call out, "You guys don't stand down. Your boss gets gacked."
Okay. Give me a charisma check.
And I'm basically walking him towards the fight so they can see we
Yep.
got him now.
Give me a charisma check.
14.
You see the 4 guards kind of look at each other. They're like, fuck. Because you've got him, Ch0wn, I'm picturing because you said you had a gun to the head. So I'm picturing Ch0wn on the right side with a gun to his head, but kind of half behind him, using him as like a half shield.
Yep.
And then Zed's on the other half with a gun in his ribs, kind of also using him as a half shield. And there's
Top of the stairs.
Yep.
Felix and Maxi, who've been firing down the stairs at these fools. They kind of like sling back their weapons on the 3-point slings they have.
Felix kind of just stands up as that with like the 2 axes in his hands and be like, and he kind of like bows with all of those, and it's like looking at them like, thank you.
And kind of Ch0wn kind of murmurs very quietly to Zed, it would be really neat if they just take all of the 42 grand that's in there and all the drugs and everything. If, their boss just disappeared and they got all this stuff.
Hey, boys, you want a payday? It's a lot of money up here.
How about we just let you go, and then maybe you didn't see us.
I think that's fair to all of us. Let us get out to our car.
And so, who's running to get the car?
I'll call it with my glow.
Okay, so you call the car with your glow, and it auto drives up, and you goose step Connell Myers into the van, or into the electric blue SUV, and that's where we're going to stop this week.
All right.
Fancy
Thank
doing
you, everyone,
business
for
with you,
joining
boys.
us. So y'all jump in the SUV and drive off into
I
the
imagine
night.
Connell is sitting between Maxi and Felix.
Yes.
Yes.
And so that's where we're going to end. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I would be remiss to tell you, we have an affiliate link with HeroClix. HeroClix, where you can actually make very lovely, like, Identico style. This guy's got cyber wings and, like, a pistol and a funky sword. There's this dude. And they have full color, 3D printed miniatures.
Nice.
This guy has a submachine gun and a chain scythe on a motorcycle, because I thought that was fun. These are full color, pre-done, no painting required. And I'm sure you can find, if you're listening on YouTube, you can find the link to our affiliate link to go order these on Hero Forge. You can get rovers with them. You get all kinds of fun stuff. So go do that if you want to support the show. You can also go to playidentico.com to buy the book. We will be back on Wednesday for Identico After Dark. as always, and we'll be back again in 2 weeks for another Chaos Inc. And keep your eyes open, because I'm sure we will be doing a very special episode. Just find out what happened to Apex in the interim.
Yep.
So much fun.
Again, thank you everyone for joining us. Please. Oh, and also, sorry, I forgot. We also have a Strategy Coffee affiliate link. So if you order coffee from them, please use our affiliate link. It's a great way to support the show. And if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're like 14 subs from our custom URL. We're so close. We would really appreciate it.
And shameless plug to our friends from Redemption Podcast who play with us.
Yes, that's where we're going next.
We're very close.
Yeah,
Right.
we're Redemption's also very close to our sub goal of 100 for our custom URL. So,
Go do
give
that
Identico
too.
a follow. Give Redemption Podcast a follow.
Yeah.
Sub, right?
Trust me, they're the longest running Star Wars actual play until somebody tells us differently, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes,
I'm telling you. This is me plugging for Maxi and Ch0wn.
for everybody. Maxi, speaking of Michael, where can we find you on the interwebs?
You can find me, Michael, at LoserMLW on the socials. You can see me here on Mondays. You can find me on the Redemption Podcast, which is our Star Wars actual play. Again, as far as we know, the longest running Star Wars actual play still in existence. You can find myself and Kaylee at Redemption Pod.
There are some interesting times. They've made it past some interesting stuff from the Star Wars lore. Yeah. Speaking of which, Kaylee, where can they find you?
You can find me on the socials at Anime Girl, ANIMEIGRL, also at redemptionpodcast.com. Hey, did you know it's also the longest still running actual play Star Wars game on the internet? At least until they tell us differently. So, and on the other,
I'm going with it. Caleb, where can we find you?
I am on the socials at BCalebG. You can also hear stuff I have done over at the RPG Academy. And I feel so left out not having something else to pimp and promote.
Oh no, I do have something pimp to promote, because something from the RPG Academy related to Identico might be coming.
It might be. That's not even what I was going to hint. That's not even what I was going to tease. I have something else I was going to tease.
Do that too. What else you got?
So, next Chaos Inc. will be the world premiere of my secret project that Kaylee was helping me with.
Oh, that secret project, yeah.
Oh, is it Bosco's new album?
Bosco's Big Adventure.
Bosco's Big Adventure.
You spoiled it early. Yeah. It's gonna be Bosco's Big Adventure.
So we have all kinds of stuff. Please go support our shows, support their shows, support the RPG Academy. There's a lot of fun stuff coming. If you'd like to meet me and Mallo in person, I see some new people in the chat who haven't seen us yet. You can see us at Gamers Heaven in Seattle on Thursday, where we'll be running more Identico. And now, if some of you who I also know are playing that game were paying attention, some of these things will start to make sense now. Dun, dun, dun.
I make no guarantees.
Right. Yep. We'll be back on Wednesday. We'll be back on Wednesday for Identico After Dark. Everybody get your yard walls ready. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
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 See you later.